What's up, everyone? And welcome to the YouTube channel from Bryan Kluger. This is the Blu-ray review. I know, I'm that excited. And yes, I'm Bryan Kluger with Boomstick Comics, High Def Digest, and Screen Rant. You could also find us at the Multimedia Men Podcast Network. That was a mouthful. Where you could subscribe to us on iTunes and Spotify. Yes, you can, as well as this YouTube channel. Super fun, where we're talking about movies, music, records, sneakers. Yes. But today we're going to have a lot of fun. It's just going to fulfill you.
Well, how about that?
That's right. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 best Scream Factory releases on Blu-ray.
Woo!
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 Woo! Woo! Woo!
What is Scream Factory? Scream Factory is a part of Shout Factory, a home video company that brings you amazing releases such as Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and most recently, The Wizard with Fred Savant.
What is that?
Power glove.
Yeah, well, just keep your power gloves up front, right?
Yes, indeed. But they also have Scream Factory, which is their entire horror collection. And Scream Factory releases all of these films in big collector's edition that makes all of the collecting community wet, moist, and in love with Blu-rays. Yes, they do. And today I'll be talking about their 10 best Scream Factory releases. I'm very excited. This is in conjunction with the podcast that was done earlier this week with Preston Barta, James Cole Clay of FreshFiction.tv. So sit back, relax, and be scared.
Scaredy cat. Yeah.
Here is the 10 best Scream Factory releases on Blu-ray. Coming up, number 10.
Humans are such easy prey.
From the makers of Reanimator, From Beyond.
Ooh, charming. Yes, the movie is called From Beyond, and it's from Bryan and Stuart Gordon, the people that brought us Reanimator.
Mr. West.
Yes, from 1986, Stuart and Bryan got Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton back. They made this fun as hell movie, and it centers on a pair of scientists trying to stimulate the pineal gland, which, for those of you wanting to know where that is, it's above the medulla oblongata.
Medulla oblongata.
The medulla oblongata. Right. And they do it with a device called the resonator. But in their experimenting, they find out that this pineal gland, this stimulant, can perceive creatures from another dimension. And what actually happens is it brings over this scientist into this monster world for a little bit. And then it spits him back out. The weak. And he's returned as a disgusting and grotesque creature, shape-shifting even, that preys on others at the laboratory. Laboratory or laboratory? But this film is so much fun. It's over the top, it's ridiculous, it's gory, it's bloody. This is one of the greatest scenes.
Kiss, my dear.
Yes, it is. You're gonna have a ton of fun with this movie. It's become a cult classic. And yes, they released it on Scream Factory. And it comes with a plethora of bonus features, including brand new audio commentaries from the writer, new interviews with the actors and directors behind the scenes of all of the bonus features, in addition to all the previous bonus features that was included on the 2007 edition of the film. What more can you ask more from Beyond, coming at number 10. Now running in at number 9 is...
With you! I'm not dying!
I think she's gone.
Holy God, I love this movie so much. Gingersnaps, I remember seeing this back in 2001 when it came out on home video. It was a Canadian release. Gingersnaps is a fantastic film by director John Fawcett, who you might know as creating Orphan Black. Yes, that popular series. It stars Emily Perkins, Catherine Isabelle, and Mimi Rogers. Hello. And this is a super fun, horrific film that is about werewolves. It's in the top 10 werewolf movies of all time, which is saying something. There's a lot of werewolf movies out there. And why is Gingersnaps on this list? Well, it's about two sisters going through high school and going through that adolescence, the puberty, and all of the horrors and fun that comes in their sexual and social awakenings. But then, yes, one of them gets bitten by a werewolf. And to parallel with puberty and werewolves, you can imagine everything that goes with that. And it is funny, it's dark, it's brooding, it's awesome and bloody. I could go on. It is an excellent, excellent film that I'm happy that got released onto Scream Factory very recently, within the last couple of years. And this is one of the great scenes from the film. I know, right? Scary. And look at Gingersnaps, it's got the cool new cover art. And if you lift the top up, you got the original artwork too. 2 for the price of 1, I love it. Gingersnaps is something you should watch. It comes with some excellent bonus material, including new interviews with the actors and filmmakers, new audio commentaries with the director and writers, as well as deleted scenes, auditions, cast rehearsals, and behind the scenes in the creation of the werewolf. I loved it. He loved it. But now we've got to move on to the Crazy Eights.
Let him go! God damn it! I'll cut you in half.
Shoot that woman or you're dead.
Wasn't very nice, you know. That wasn't very nice at all. You can just sit there in the dark, think about what you've done. Think about it. Think.
The dead shall have their day. Day of the Dead.
Extraordinary, isn't it?
Yes, we are on to George Romero. Oh, how we dearly miss that man. He brought us the zombie genre with Night of the Living Dead in 1968, moving forward to the 1970s with Day of the Dead set in the mall, and then with this 1985 classic, Day of the Dead, that continues on this flesh-eating franchise. In 1985, George Romero released his third zombie film called Day of the Dead, and it is excellent on Scream Factory, this amazing new transfer on Blu-ray. I've never seen it look so glorious. Day of the Dead takes place in an underground bunker for the most part, where the military and some survivors, including scientists and doctors, are trying to find a cure for what's happening outside. People are turning to the dead. Just like that. So maybe what George Romero was trying to say in Night of the Living Dead with racism, as well as in Dawn of the Dead with consumerism, I believe George Romero was trying to say something about humans communicating, or their lack of communication, in this Day of the Dead, because everything goes tits up and everybody is about to die in gruesome, horrible fashion. And I think it paved the way for many movies involving zombies in the military in the future. But George Romero was ahead of the time. But yes, the Scream Factory release is unbelievably cool. Unbelievably cool. It's got the new artwork, and if you lift it up, you see the original artwork. Yes, you do. And I just can't help but that I love this film because it's got the new transfer like I talked about, the new HD transfer, and it's got so much new bonus material here, including audio commentaries with Tom Savini and George Romero himself, behind the scenes footage of Tom Savini's makeup, and brand new long feature-length documentaries on the making of this movie. It's unbelievably good, done present day. Oh my goodness, please get Dawn of the Dead. And now we're moving on to lucky number 7.
Christine Chichornia, the brilliant chess genius, makes his first move.
Yes, we're switching gears on you folks. No horror here, but the comedy. The comedy from Shout Factory. We wanted to actually include this for you because it's such a cool set. And if you don't know who Ernie Kovacs is, let me tell you. Kovacs was an American comedian and actor and writer born in 1919. He unfortunately passed away in 1962 at the age of 42 in a car accident. It's very sad, but Ernie Kovacs was the pioneer, the godfather, the founder of comedy and sketch comedy and television shows of prime time. He influenced the likes of Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Chevy Chase, Monty Python, Saturday Night Live, Captain Kangaroo, Sesame Street. He did all this stuff to bring entertainment, comedy, and joy to America and the world. But Shout Factory released an amazing set called Ernie Kovacs, the Centennial Edition. And it comes packed with tons of episodes from his local and national morning shows, his NBC primetime show, music, ABC, TV specials, short films, rarities, tons of outtakes, sketches, and it's unbelievably cool through Shout Factory. Bonus features include never-before-seen sketches, TV shows, so much content spread over 9 discs. So if you haven't heard of Ernie Kovacs, you love comedy and sketch comedy, you want to see where it all started, check out the Ernie Kovacs Centennial Edition collection through Shout Factory. Yes, it's that good. 2, The Mark of the Beast, the Desolate One. 6! God damn, I love this movie. People Under the Stairs by Wes Craven, directed by Wes Craven. Yes, the Nightmare on Elm Street guy, the Scream guy. Written by him as well, coming out in 1991. The People Under the Stairs tackles gentrification, class warfare, capitalism in this satirical horror film that is too crazy, batshit crazy to be believed. It stars Brandon Adams, who is the kid from Sandlot and Moonwalker, and Everett McGill and Wendy Roby, the people from Twin Peaks, in this BDSM sexually charged couple who kind of have kidnapped this young lady and made her their daughter, as well as kidnapped tons of other people from the neighborhood over the years and kept them under the stairs, barely feeding them. And it just gets more insane. But I love this movie so much because it's got so much to offer. Thrills, comedy, gore, get masks on Twin Peaks characters. I don't get it. But I love this movie so much. One of my favorite scenes. Yes, I love a roach. And it comes with brand new artwork. Look at this artwork, so good. You lift the top, and oh, original artwork, so cool. Coming in at the halfway point, number 5. That's right, let's get old school with it. Yes, we're talking about the Universal Horror Collection Volume 1 from Scream Factory. Such a cool set. Comes with 4 different films from 1934, 1935, 1936, and 1940. Those films are The Black Cat, The Raven.
Do I look different?
The Invisible Ray.
You're poisoned. Poisoned. And everyone I touch is poisoned.
And Black Friday. This set delivers on Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi in a major way, because you know, those two gave us Frankenstein and Dracula, but now they're in these Edgar Allan Poe type movies, and true horror of the 1930s is so amazing to have these on Scream Factory Blu-ray because they look amazing. Yes, that's right, it comes with 4 films. This is volume 1 of the Universal Horror Collection. I believe there are 3 or 4 more volumes that you can choose from and add to your collection, but this is where it started it all. Bonus features on each disc contain brand new high-definition scans, brand new audio commentaries from film historians and scholars, as well as writers about horror and cinema, and also different little TV vignettes about Karloff and Lugosi on each film. Excellent stuff, guys. But moving on to 4. Woo!
Wants to scare you to death.
Turn it! Turn the wheel!
Oh my God! Sleepaway Camp. You won't be coming home.
Holy shit, I love this movie so much. Sleepaway Camp from 1983, written and directed by a guy named Robert Hitzlick, who was an attorney who wanted to direct a horror film. After this film, he really did nothing else. He's just kind of been wanting to direct a sequel to this. He was a lawyer one day, and then he directed this crazy, insane horror comedy slasher film that changed the way things are done. So what is Sleepaway Camp about? It's about kids, teenagers going to a summer camp, and then somebody starts killing everybody, one by one. But it's so much more than that. I mean, this is a very sadistic, crazy, creepy film because there's just some creepy characters, such as the guy who cooks all the food who wants to have sex with all the campers. Ew. And the camp director who allows it. James Earl Jones's dad is in this. And I can't go without saying that this is one of the most homoerotic movies ever made.
Come on, Bill. No problem, Gino. This guy blows dead dogs. Just lay it in there.
Proof? In addition to all of that, it's so great. It's gory, it's wonderful, and it contains the most shocking ending ever. I'm sure M. Night Shyamalan himself saw this and creamed his pants and was like, oh my God, my thing in life is I'm going to shock the world.
I see dead people.
That dude see dead people. But this movie is just so insane, crazy. Oh my goodness. It leaves you in a state of physical shock, much like how the film ends. Just like that. But this film was released on Scream Factory in a brand new high definition Blu-ray, and I love everything about it. It's got a brand new high definition scan of the film, brand new commentary by the actors and actresses, including Felissa Rose, the main star of the film. Gosh, we love her. Also, it's got a commentary track by the writer and director, as well as brand new feature-length interviews with the entire cast and crew as they are present day. And oh my goodness, it's so much fun to see them revisit everything. The artwork is amazing. Sleepaway Camp, I love it. You push the thing down, and you got the original. Eat shit and live.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill.
Moving on to number 3.
Remember those idyllic scenes out of your childhood? Crisp winter nights, star bright, sleigh bells, crackling Yule logs, candlelight glistening off of shimmering Christmas trees, chestnuts roasting over open fires, carolers beneath snow-covered window ledges. Remember those. Remember them well. After Black Christmas, they'll never be the same again. Black Christmas.
We're gonna ring in the holidays today with number 3 for you. That's right, we're gonna be talking about Black Christmas, number 3, Scream Factory release, best of, oh my goodness, Black Christmas. One of the better Christmas movies ever made from 1974. Oh my goodness, also starring John Saxon and Olivia Hussey. What is this movie about? You've probably seen this movie 1,000 times, but never like Black Christmas. The story follows a group of sorority sisters who receive threatening phone calls and are eventually stalked and murdered in brutal ways by a deranged killer at Christmas time. What else can be fun? This is a great scene from the film. Oh, I love it at the holiday time. This movie's just super fun, slasher, over-the-top, silly, corny, cheesy goodness. It's on par with Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Black Christmas style is excellent. Please roast that chestnut over the fire and watch this film from Scream Factory. It's got everything you'd want in a horror slasher film, including all the gruesome deaths. Scream Factory outdid themselves with this release, releasing a 2-disc version with brand new HD content, including brand new audio commentaries and interviews with the entire cast and crew, crazy feature-length behind-the-scenes interviews, and brand new present-day footage of everybody coming together to talk about Black Christmas, including a 40th anniversary panel Q&A with everybody. It's all there. Oh my gourd. Moving on to number 2.
That one.
Groovy.
Army of Darkness, the best film ever made. Mind you, the best film ever made. It doesn't get better than this movie, folks, and I'll tell you why. It's got everything you'd want in it. It's got comedy.
Ramming speed!
It's got action. Adventure. Horror. Blood. Romance. romance.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Fantastic dialogue.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barreled Remington. S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right, this sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right, shop smart. Shop S-Mart.
And Bruce Campbell.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
I can't say anything else. It's perfect. It's the perfect movie. This is the third sequel to the Evil Dead trilogy from Sam Raimi, Rob Tappert, and Bruce Campbell, bringing you Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and now Army of Darkness. This movie has been released countless times before in many different forms and fashions, for good reason too. This movie is just unbelievably well made and perfect. So Bruce Campbell plays Ash. He's been taking his girlfriends to a cabin in the remote woods for a vacation and a romantic getaway weekend. All of a sudden, demons try to possess everybody and kill everybody, and the only way to get rid of them is by dismemberment. He's been put through the ringer, folks. And at the end of Evil Dead 2, he tries to destroy the evil, but it brings it back through a time-traveling wormhole that sends Bruce Campbell back in time to the medieval days. And he has somehow to get back to present day, but the evil is still there, so he kind of takes on his role and becomes king of the castle and has scenes like this.
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Ash. Housewares.
God, I love this movie. It's perfect. And it comes with 3 different discs. It's got the theatrical cut, the director's cut, and the international cut. All have different openings and closings and ends and starts, deleted scenes, huge, long features about the making of the movie with makeup, acting, location shooting. Unbelievably good, as long as legendary Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi commentary tracks. This is the best it has ever been. It's got brand new artwork. Look at that amazing thing. And yeah, you pop it up. Oh, the original poster. But now for number 1.
Michael? Halloween.
Yes, folks. John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978. Produced by Deborah Hill, starring Donald Pleasance, Nancy Loomis, PJ Souls, and that fantastic Jamie Lee Curtis. Michael Myers, you've made so many movies. You've never been killed, really. You're constantly killing prey and people everywhere. But it all started with Halloween, specifically the Scream Factory Halloween limited edition set, featuring all 8 films, including the 2 Rob Zombie films. But it's so great. What is Michael Myers? Michael Myers stands next to Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. All of them, the top 3, Freddy, Jason, and Michael. For some reason as a kid, Michael Myers killed his sister. Then he was put in a home, psychological home, where he basically just checked out. This evil took over him and he just wanted to kill people. Many years later, he stalks Jamie Lee Curtis and people in the neighborhood, and he starts killing again. Through 8 films. He can't be killed. It's this murderous thing. They try to explore it in some of the films. Basically, he's this supernatural monster killer with a white mask that was William Shatner's face, basically. Some of the best scenes from Halloween. But now Scream Factory released this amazing set. They released 2 versions of this set. One of the set is the limited big edition with 15 discs, and the other one is a smaller version of 10 discs. This, folks, this right here, this is what it's all about. This is what it looks like, and this is all what it comes to be. All of these movies. Each of these is the film Halloween 1 all the way to Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes, and then the 2 Rob Zombie films. But yes, in all of these movies come with new commentaries, interviews with all the actors in all the films, the directors, John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, and then it comes with tons of different cuts of the film, director's cuts, producer's cuts, theatrical cuts, extended cuts, all for Michael Myers. This is the definitive movie collection for Halloween, and I just wish most movies would have something as special as this collection. Halloween, I love you. That's number 1. Thank you, folks, for joining us for the 10 best Scream Factory releases. Please go to them Scream Factory on the internet at shoutfactory.com. You can search in any of their films. You can buy them. Hopefully, you will get those special collector's editions like we did here today. It's unbelievable. But thanks for joining us again. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. And we'll be back soon. I love you.